it seems like it would completely lack the security that he has in his current job. And he's obviously being linked to Bath again. They're turning over so many coaches. It doesn't seem like a club that has the kind of solid foundations that Leinster and Irish rugby have that Andy just spoke about there. So if I was advising him, I'd say stay where you are.
I suppose when you see Joe Schmidt being a Kiwi and maybe a longing after time to go back to New Zealand, you can understand an Irishman like Conor O'Shea maybe ultimately wanting to coach in Ireland. Maybe there's something in there for Stuart in the future where he'd like to go back and right the wrongs, and I think he was very much wronged and massively over criticised and hyperbole in the national press going after him. He did a tremendous job with England right up until that World Cup, and a few bad calls. The Sam Burgess thing was thrown in his face, the Owen Farrell.
Burgess has come out in support of him, of course, since.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have rarely, if ever, have I heard players speak about a guy both reverentially, which they do about Joe Schmidt, but also so fondly. Like, they speak about Lancaster like they just think he's a great guy and an amazing coach.
Yeah, Burgess said great man, great men had lost their jobs because of the way some of the players
and he seems to be without ego. It never was an issue for him to come in and be an understudy to Leo. There's never been a power struggle there. They've worked in tandem brilliantly. And he did a brilliant interview with Joe Malloy about a year ago when he was asked about why did he take the Leinster job, and he said he had a phone call with Wayne Bennett, the legendary rugby league coach, and Bennett advised him that whatever job he took after, I suppose, the despondency of the England situation, Bennett said, whatever your job you go for next, make sure they really want you and make sure you really want it. And if either of those things are askew, it's not going to work for you. And he said Leinster came after him strong. The players, famously Sexton rang him, the senior players were in touch. They wanted to make it work and he wanted to come and do it. And I think it's a bit of a match made in heaven at the moment to even consider going to a place like Bath, which is a joke at the moment. It is like, it's, my brother mentioned it to me recently, he says like Downton Abbey. They're literally secluded up in this rich country house with loads of infighting, and they've had a bizarre situation where they wrote a letter to their public on their website discussing how Todd Blackadder is going to step down as coach when he feels Stuart Hooper's ready, who's going to be his understudy, and they wanted transparency. It was the most bizarre letter I've read in a professional sporting situation. For Stuart to go in there would be madness. A guy like Bruce Craig running it, it's
they're actually
mayhem.
They're Downton Abbey character names as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Blackadder. Avoid. Yeah.